Good morning, everyone. As you can see, Mrs. Rock and I are going to co-teach a class today. So we have a long history of teaching together, of incorporating history into the English curriculum and vice versa. And we're going to look at immigration issues today, and we're going to compare them to immigration issues in the early 1900s. This all came about as a lesson brought to us by the Italian American Heritage Commission.
Cavaliere Gilderodo Baldessari is our chair of our curriculum development committee. And she takes care of all the details and is really a hardened partner with the Department of Education.
So,
the curriculum, we feel, is very important because our charge with the commission is to educate all students and the community at large about the contributions and achievements of Italians and Italian Americans to New Jersey, the country, and the world. And unfortunately, those contributions are very little known.
my aunt, Dr. Gilda Baldessari, came to me last year and told me about this curriculum that she was trying to implement into schools and programs, and it had to do specifically with my heritage and my family background, which I thought was really incredible. So I contacted Mr. Costal, supervisor of English at our school, and talked to him about trying to implement the program because it had not only a huge impact on me, but I thought it could impact a lot of other people if we implemented it.
So here is another Italian-American stereotype pictured in a cartoon that ran, again, in newspapers.
To be completely honest, I had no idea that Italians were at all, oppressed or segregated from our culture. When I actually read about this in our history, in our curriculum right now, that was just like, it was eye-opening.
Who researched the 1929 Immigration Act?
It put a quota, it was a cap on people that can come in. It was 150,000 people, and it was 70-30 split.
We looked at the curriculum, we found something that made sense with stuff we already taught, so it wasn't inauthentic. It just kind of built on what we knew. And we designed a lesson that was about the Italian-American stereotype.
So this is a cartoon that I pulled from the early 1900s. The Italians are coming onto American soil. How are they pictured? What is the sort of image we're supposed to believe, Alana?
Like, he has an American flag, so they're kind of below him and fighting for their lives, kind of.
And understanding that it reflects modern history just as much as it reflects, that earlier American history.
So this is about probably 6 months old. What immigration population is being pictured here?
Mexicans.
Okay, and what's the belief, the underlying belief of this cartoon?
It has like a picture of bacteria and it's saying, can we tag along? So it's like it's bringing them with them.
Yeah. It's offensive in the same way that earlier cartoon was, but it's modern.
It's so important to make those parallels, and I think the teachers did a wonderful job this morning in doing that.
This feeling here was that these white Europeans were somehow better or had evolved more than other people.
The lesson today about immigration and how it was seen during the Darwin years, the ramifications of that brought out some of those stereotypical negative connotations, which for decades has affected not just the Italians, but many peoples of the world. And we're even seeing it today.
This is not Charles Darwin's idea. You have sociologists applying his idea to people and really to justify.
We're working on social Darwinism and how people use the theory of natural selection to justify political and social problems, and how like in today's society, how we have trouble accepting specific immigrants, and how like on the Statue of Liberty it basically says everyone's welcome, but in reality we don't accept everyone.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these the homeless tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
We read the Statue of Liberty's very famous poem, The New Colossus. They answered a couple of quick questions. What is its message? Who's speaking?
Oh, I like that.
And we had them rewrite the actual end of that Colossus poem so that it reflected better, really, the true ideals of this country.
With boastful glory, keep your poor, your inferior populace, your undermined immigrants.
Keep your poor, disabled, diseased.
They really understood that while it seems so idealistic and beautiful, it's not the truth.
Give me your good, you're innocent, you're rich and successful, the best of the best.
The game I thought was really important.
We have totally lost control of illegal immigration, even with criminals. Old or new?
It gave them an idea of what was popular as far as statements made in the media in 1900 and relating that to what you hear in the news today.
Raising the wages of labor to a standard that will drive them from the farms and workshops altogether. Don't take our jobs. Is it old or new?
Students needed to tell the difference whether it was something that was old or something that was modern, and that they didn't always get it right.
After studying this curriculum, it opened my mind to the Italian oppression. I thought about my own opinions and what I could change to make myself a better person.
I think the students of today have the capability to seize the opportunity from our examples and what we have brought to this country, our achievements, and some of the trials and tribulations that we've experienced.
I just hope that I can keep that in the back of my mind to remember that everyone should be treated as equals and everyone should get the same respect from the jump.